pretty much the stereotypical Swan Ranch bump to rail and down rail. The bump to rail is actually a little bit better designed in this one than most often, but down rail is exactly the same as they always are. A little mellow, a little long, not the most playful thing, but kind of fun to sit on grinds with. I like this thing a lot. Slightly slanted manual pad, really good dimensions. Bump over rock, vaguely fun. Smith grind? Hey, you did that already. Every once in a while, skate park comes along and just screws it up for everyone. I'm here at the new Rockville skate park. There used to be a different skate park down the street. It was free, no rules, had lights on super late. Tore that out, replace it with this incredible skate park no one ever comes to because you have to wear a helmet. Like evidently the people who work here take breaks, so everyone has to like stop skating for a while and then they come back and let you skate the park. It did not cost money, so that's cool. I did have to fill out a little waiver, which is pretty common of every skate park from 2005. Still a pretty good park. I am at this weird spot in skateboarding where I'm like old enough that I just don't really care about wearing a helmet. Like I'd prefer not to, but sometimes I'm like, oh, like the reason I came to this park, I was like, it'll probably be empty. It's a Saturday. I'll have most of the park to myself. These kids don't want to wear helmets. But it's plagued with like hours that it's open. It's like with being closed on holidays. It's one of those things where like if there's a little bit of drizzle in the morning, ain't no one coming to open it up after it's been dry for like 8 hours later in the day. These like city run skate parks where they have to spend money to hire people to like watch the park, it's just always a waste. Like this park could probably be bustling, maybe even the most frequently visited skate park in the area. This area would definitely, especially the convenience stores in this area, would definitely be making hella money off kids trying to just get their Red Bull and skate here, but they dropped the ball. Regardless, I'm gonna skate this park. I'll let you know if it's worth coming to, even if you have to wear a helmet. I'll try to put my mind in someone who's just like, oh, I got a helmet on, and judge from there. Also, I got a Sin with me again, so expect some helmet footage like you saw the other day, just this time we have to wear it. All right, you got to do it. He says he'll do it if I do it. Do I have to do it first?
Yeah, you
what? It's square. You skate square, I don't skate square.
No, I do not skate square.
All right, I'll give it a try, you give it a try. That's not bad. You're super safe.
That's scary.
I don't like it. He said I made it look easy. Little did he know that was the hardest trick I've ever done. I can't skate it. If this thing was round, it'd be so fun. I think your front truck doesn't matter. As long as your back truck's heel, you're good. Watch him break the rules. So illegal. Literally calling his parents. Definitely some funky transition in this quarter because this quarter pipe goes to like just like a bank wall. So it goes like into it. So I got no real plans to skate this pool. I skated a little bit when I first got here and it's just so excruciatingly mellow. Like the way that this combs into this, it's just like this comes nowhere near vert. Like this is just like a bank with coping, like a steep bank with coping, but it's just not my favorite layout. I do like that this park has like a big quarter pipe option. Once again, doesn't go to vert. But then you got this pole jam you can hit from both sides. Personally, I understand that design because it makes it so you can hit from both sides, but I don't like them. They're just kind of spooky. I always just imagine like accidentally like landing one truck on the other side or something and slipping out all weird. Decent little quarter pipe here. Chubby flat bar. Good ledge. Very tiny, very playful. Little shiny bank. This whole little design right here is kind of sick. I like this. That force there is technically street skating. All right, what do you got for this stick rail? This rail is probably 1.5 inches thicker than a normal rail. Look at this girthy boy. I like the length. The thickness though, like you can cross lock it, but it's like, might make sense to someone who skates a lot of rails. It locks 50/50s the same way a square rail is. Like you're in, but you're not like fully locked in. Things can happen. Like he had to pop over early because that truck was about to come undone. Did you see that truck? Did you see what that truck did? Of course he's gonna land this one. They hit a rock. Hey. Most 50-50 shove it dude right here. I was watching him earlier skate down this little manual pad hubba, and he did 50-50 shove it up it, then 50-50 shove it down it, then shove it 50-50. Like he did like all of the 50-50 shove it variations. I feel like skating over a quarter pipe like a set of stairs fakie or nollie would be weird. I feel like I'd be pretty obliged to just like fakie pop off the coping because I think it would be funny. Go! Heel side. Risque. The Thicky Smith. So there's like a hole right where you roll up for it front side that I keep hitting. It's like this big and it's like at the exact front Smith angle. It's so annoying.
On the rail itself?
No, it's like in the ground, literally right here.
Oh, so but you're hitting it every time you...
Yeah.
Oh.
This bank to curb is like hilarious though. There's so many things weird about this bank to curb. The bank actually like roll-ins. I don't know if you can tell, but it like levels out here and then you go into it. And what's extra weird about it is the fact that right here, it's a straight bank. Oh, maybe I could get an angle so you can see it with this. You see how it's like banked here, but over here like bubbles out like a roll-in and then you hit it? It's just awkward. It's not bad. I actually like it just because it feels different. Like you kind of got this little, before you, I like that it has a little bubble thing here. So you have like an A-frame on this side. I guess you could sort of skate this like a hip, but it's not really, it's a bubble. This is by far the coolest thing here. Baby slanted manual pad. I like these because you can hit them from like all directions and just do different type of manual tricks. And since it's so mellow, you can kind of just like get kind of playful in the middle.
Extra.
I'm like, man, I missed my 8.5.
What are you riding now?
875.
Oh.
Like the fact that it's 875 doesn't make it that much harder to flip. It's the fact that the wheelbase is a whole like ½ inch longer than I'm used to. I think helmets make you hit your head more, personally.
Maybe.
They're heavy. I feel like a lot of skaters, I'll be at the skate park, I'm like, oh, thank God I was wearing that helmet. It saved me from hitting my head, and I'm kind of like, I think you only hit your head because you're wearing a helmet. More skate parks need to embrace this design. The quarter pipe launch out manual pad. I don't know why they're fun. Probably because you're so weightless and you can kind of like gently set down and do your manual. Specifically for frontside 180 fakie manuals. In fact, that's probably what I'm gonna do on it. The classic Swan Ranch benches. I've never been the biggest fan of that dimension, but I definitely don't like it. It's a decent ledge. But this park does have other ledges that I think are great. Sadly, the best ledge in the skate park. Not a good angle to get to it. It's in this little hallway. But I think that's like the perfect dimension. I also like it when they use that material where it's like a face to it. I hate that hollow crap. The park has these benches, so obviously I'm going to play with them. But it has that weird thick plastic material, so I don't know how well that's going to actually grind. It has a very long square rail, which obviously I don't like, but this one particularly not so much because look how low it is. From this side, put it in perspective, it's that high. Like it's barely bigger than a deck. Hitting it from the other side, it's slightly on the taller side, and that's that high. This thing, it's like a wally thing, but it's in a bad spot. Because for like slappy stuff, especially when it's like banked like this, you want to be able to like swerve wide to it. This, it's like there's just shit on both sides. You can't really get to it. I wasn't trying to do that.